This octopus can edit the messages inside its own cells. And the strange part is this: it can do it without changing its DNA. That sounds like science fiction, but it is real biology. DNA is the master archive, the long-term instruction book. But before a cell builds many proteins, it makes a temporary working message called RNA. Most animals copy that message and use it with relatively small changes. Octopuses are different. In their nervous system, some RNA messages can be edited before the cell reads them. A tiny molecular change can alter the protein that gets built. The book stays the same, but the message changes. This is why RNA editing is so fascinating. It is temporary, flexible, and powerful. Instead of rewriting the permanent genetic archive, the cell edits a working copy. That matters, because octopuses live in a world that changes constantly. Currents shift, depth changes, water temperature drops. And when temperature changes, the nervous system has to keep working. In studies of the California two-spot octopus, researchers found that colder water could trigger widespread RNA editing in neural tissue. Not just a small adjustment. Thousands of edits appeared in messages linked to proteins. And some of those proteins are involved in how nerve cells communicate and move material inside neurons. Inside neurons, proteins are not just passive objects. Some work like tiny biological machines. They move cargo. They help signals travel. They help nerve cells respond. So when RNA editing changes the message, the protein made from that message may behave differently. This does not mean the octopus is consciously editing itself. It is not sitting there choosing genetic settings. The process happens inside cells. But the result is still astonishing. The nervous system can become more flexible without permanently changing the DNA. The brain is not just thinking, it is adapting at a molecular level. And octopuses are not alone. Squid and cuttlefish are part of the same strange family of animals called cephalopods. These animals can change color. They can solve problems. They can squeeze through impossible spaces. And many of them show unusually extensive RNA editing, especially in nervous tissue. That is rare. In most animals, protein-changing RNA edits are not used this widely. But in these soft-bodied cephalopods, RNA editing appears again and again. It is as if evolution found another way to create flexibility, not by constantly rewriting the genome, but by editing the messages that come from it. But there is one important thing to get right. This is not DNA editing. It is not the same as CRISPR. And it does not mean the octopus permanently rewrites its genetic code. The DNA remains the archive. RNA is the temporary message. And that temporary message can be edited before the cell uses it. That is what makes it so strange. The change can affect real proteins, but it does not have to become a permanent change in the genome. It is more like a biological software update. Fast, flexible, and temporary. Now, look at the whole animal again. Its skin can shift color and texture. Its arms can explore, grip, taste, and move with incredible control. Its nervous system is spread through a body unlike ours. And deep inside its cells, temporary messages can be edited before they become proteins. That combination is why octopuses feel so alien. Not because they come from another planet, but because life on Earth found a completely different design. A soft body, a distributed nervous system, a changing skin, and molecular messages that can be rewritten before they are read.
So the next time you see an octopus disappear into a reef, remember this. The mystery is not only in its skin, it is not only in its arms, it is happening deep inside the messages of its cells. The octopus does not need to rewrite the book of life. It can edit the note before the body reads it. The book stays the same. The message changes. And that may be one of the strangest tricks in biology.